just need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared? Am I tripping? Like, tell me if I'm tripping.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
How is it that I look like this today, yet no man wants me to be his girlfriend?
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird.
The dating scene is changing, and this is something modern women are not okay with. They have noticed even after sending the signal, guys are still not making the first move, and now they want to know why. She even asked if guys were scared of them.
I just need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Like, when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not gonna say something, how are you not gonna say something? Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many like times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight? Like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared?
We are definitely not scared. There are too many reasons why most men are no longer approaching even after getting a sign.
Are you waiting for her to say something first? I like my man to be assertive and dominant. If you want to say something to me, say something to me. I'll give you the opportunity. I'll put my phone down. I'll drop the handkerchief. But I'm not gonna do it first. Should that not just be like the standard? Am I tripping? Like, tell me if I'm tripping. Let me know.
In today's world of gender equality, why is it a man's responsibility to initiate contact? I had a lovely young Spanish woman actually approach me on Tuesday. We went on our date last night and it went fantastic. Going to see her again tonight. There seems to be so many women that aren't aware of the amount of mixed messages that are thrown at us. When it comes to expressing feelings, interest, and desire, it's not about gender roles. It's about being human and authentic. It doesn't matter who initiates first. Just be true to you. They literally won't do the bare minimum. They think talking or saying hi is too much. If they bat their eyelashes 4 times, you're supposed to know they're interested. They want little effort with great reward. This has to be exhausting. When I see videos like this, it seems like the women making this type of content aren't aware of the shift in the dating scene and the overall interaction. Guys have many valid reasons that justify their actions related to this matter, and this is something they shouldn't ignore. Why would you ask why guys are not approaching, knowing there are countless other videos of women telling men not to approach them when they don't know them, or not to approach them in public at all? So what did they expect to happen after making those types of videos? Did they really expect men to ignore those statements? I don't know why people don't understand. If you request something, you are more likely to get it, and this is probably what's currently going on. It's just a response to their request, but it seems like they didn't know men would listen to them. Also, there are many other instances where guys got themselves in an uncomfortable situation just because they have decided to approach a woman. As we all know, a lot of women want to be approached just to be able to reject the guy, so they use the approach as a tool to boost their self-esteem and ego. But this young woman will quickly learn that this game is no longer the same. It requires them to do a bit more than just smile or blink their eyes a few times. They will have to start making the first move as well, because things are no longer the same.
Next, we have a woman who is confused with our current reality. She can't believe that men are no longer approaching women as they used to. In her mind, approaching is a man's duty. Let's have a look at her video.
Why am I seeing men on this app say, I don't chase, I attract? You're a man. That's like your only job.
It makes sense that you don't understand this because most girls don't understand it anyway. But most guys are starting to figure out that they need to choose the girl that chooses them. Because as that girl is trying hard to get, there is somebody else who she's trying hard to get. So guys are realizing that they need to choose the girl that gives them the correct choosing signals so that when they approach her, they already know that she's interested.
This is the best way to go about it. Don't waste your time on women who didn't show interest. If you want a cold approach, do it, but don't waste a lot of energy and resources trying to convince her that you are a good option. He said it well, it's better to pursue a woman who has already shown she is interested.
and that they're not gonna be wasting their time putting in effort trying to get this girl. And that's why a lot of girls try and figure out, why does this guy who liked me first not want to talk to me anymore? Because he put in 3 months of effort, and when he realized that you finally came around, he realized that it's not even worth his time, because it's a lack of self-respect for himself to go after someone who didn't even see his value in the first place.
If you gotta chase her, she doesn't like you. Don't go for the woman you want. Go for the woman who wants you. Wise man. When you find the right one, it won't be a chase at all. 2 years married now, I've never been happier. Even when we choose them, they still run the opposite direction. I don't think y'all even know this. A woman that wants you to chase her just wants your attention, nothing else. They are used to having guys going after them all the time, and this is why they are in shock after realizing the shift on the dating scene. Men are wising up to the game of many modern women. A lot of them just want to be approached to feel good about themselves, as we all know the importance of male attention to them. It's like something they need on a daily basis, and this is why they are creating this type of content. But I am glad most guys are no longer giving modern women free attention. We are wising up and giving our attention only to women who deserve them, not random women who want to get their ego boosted. Also, we realized it doesn't make sense to pursue a woman who is showing low interest. It's just a waste of time. What's the point of wasting our energy pursuing someone who is potentially looking in another direction?
The coming video is from another woman who got disappointed after going out expecting to be approached or maybe get herself someone, but the reality shocked her. No men showed interest, and this is what she is struggling to come to terms with. They didn't even talk to her, and this is why she couldn't believe it. Let's have a look at what she has to say.
How is it that I look like this today, yet no man wants me to be his girlfriend?
Sweetheart, you need to do a lot more than just dress up and go outside. Guys are minding their own business, and if you want them to talk to you, gain the courage and start the conversation, but be aware rejection is a possibility.
Is this a serious question? And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. And in this particular video, she's also asking why didn't they approach her because she looks the way that she looks. So yeah, you actually have to come with more than just your looks. You actually need a personality nowadays too. Okay, bye.
The question is, why don't you kindly approach a man you like? A simple smile and a hello. I no longer play the game, just watch from the sidelines. The ticket cost ain't worth the admission. We're home playing video games and sports. I don't even make eye contact with the fast food server, let alone actually walk up to someone and start a conversation. The rules are reversed. You need to help a lot more than a personality. Buy me dinner, bring me out to get my hair done. So she thought dressing up and going outside should guarantee herself a man, but this is not the reality of our current dating scene. Most of them were told they are perfect and there isn't much to be done or improved, and this is why they are upset when they don't get the result expected. In her case, for example, she thought putting herself out there should result in a queue of men lined up to get her number or to be with her. As it didn't happen, she was shocked and decided to create content about it. She isn't in touch with the reality of our current dating scene, and this is why she was surprised with her results. But this experience will help her understand what's going on and potentially will help her adjust a few things so she can get a better result next time she decides to go outside looking for men. This is the type of thing they should have considered when making videos about the encounter they had with guys when they got approached. This is just the result of it.
Many modern women are doing their best to help each other when it comes to dating and relationships, but sometimes the advice doesn't help as it is supposed to, which is the case of a woman we are about to watch, who is telling other women to wait on the man to do all the work in the interaction, but she doesn't know it will never work with a confident man. Let's listen to what she is telling other women.
Never chase a man. If he pulls away, let him. This will give him a chance to miss you and long for you and really think about what he's missing. being with you. And let him be the one that wants to miss you. Let him be the one that needs you. Trust me, you will not regret it. If he's the one for you, he will do anything to get you back. And if he's not, girl, next. If you keep doing that, that will only make him want to distance himself from you. So don't, because it's going to bring the opposite effect. Men and women think and act differently. Just because you're after somebody or giving them your attention 24/7 doesn't mean that that man will want to be with you.
This strategy used to work years ago, but not anymore. We are no longer pursuing women with low interest. You either show that you are interested and something can come out of it, or you show no interest and we move to the next one.
Let him get inside of his shell, give him his time, give him his space. Whenever he's ready to come out, he will. And if he really wants to be with you, he will look for you, he will find a way to spend time with you, and he will really want to be there for you. So next time you're out here chasing a man, don't. Let him have his space and let him miss you.
We just find someone else. I am too busy trying to buy a truck and a house to be worried about nonsense. This is the quickest way to lose a confident man's interest, as we don't engage in this type of interaction. If she wants a man who knows his value to be pursuing a woman who sat on the sideline waiting for him to do all the work and prove himself to her, she is completely wrong, as we don't do that. We have a lot more important things to do with our time than be after a woman displaying passive behavior when it comes to showing her level of interest in the interaction. And this is why a lot of women get upset and confused, because guys didn't pursue them as they expected. She isn't aware the confident man places a huge value on our time, and as soon as we notice any sign of disinterest, we will redirect our attention to someone else. This is the piece of information she is missing and would make a lot of difference if she knew it. This is another way to keep single women single, but I don't blame her, because she probably isn't aware that most guys are no longer falling for these. We know if a woman has a true feeling for the man she is dealing with, she won't be able to hide it, as her behavior will show it. And this is why we are able to remove ourselves from any interaction where we understand both of us are not on the same page.
This is the end of our video, and I hope you like it. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out.